finding that Lauren is an absolute natural-born leader.
Wow, I can't even see the camera viewfinder. There's videos for everything, and that's awesome. Good morning. It's actually morning. I can't remember the last time I actually spoke to y'all in the morning on a weekday before I went to work. Our guests are going to be here shortly, and then I'm going to head on to work. It's not quite time for me to normally leave yet, but I had the opportunity to say good morning while it was actually morning, so I thought I would.
Good morning. We have visitors this morning.
That's your finger.
That's your finger?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you making, Lauren?
Sandwich.
Yum. Will you make me a sandwich? That's a bone in it. That's kind of gross.
That's a tomato.
That's the tomato? That's the ham, sweetie. So you take a bite out of it?
Okay. Well, okay. You just ate Play-Doh!
Yeah. That's very accurate. We have finished lunch. We got pizza because that's easy to feed kids and everybody likes it. I just cleaned up the table and I'm about to put these in the oven because who doesn't like chocolate chip cookies? And I thought that would make kids happy, so I did it. Somebody stepped in dog poop outside, so we had to mop the floor. That's why the mop's over there. It's not actually in the sink. I don't want you to think we're being gross and putting dog poo in our sink. It's in a bucket. I just haven't had a chance to clean that up yet, so it'll have to happen later. Cookies are almost done. They're playing with snap circuits and having a good time. I'm finding that every time I try to do something, the alarm goes off. I'm calling these done. Give me a second. Cookies. I'm finding that Lauren is an absolute natural-born leader. She can lead anything. Right now she has the kids working with snap circuits and they're working together well.
There we go. I don't think it matters if it's like that. But let's see. Well, the picture says it doesn't. Let's just do it. Okay. Olivia, can you get the handshake? That piece right there, please. The floor piece. Okay, can you give me a three-piece right there, please? Attach it from here to there, please. And will you please give me that piece? This piece? This piece. Now, this is actually...
So, tell us what you built.
We built...
Oh, wow.
What's that button for? I think it makes exploding sounds.
Luke, what are you doing, buddy? Don't hurt it. You want to spin it? You want mommy to spin it? I can't spin it too far.
These are my tests. This happens a lot, don't worry.
Oh, it happens all the time.
Like, yeah.
That's your everyday thing, right?
Well, I am home for the day, and Lisa has survived her afternoon with 5 kids. So even though the kids have been playing basically all day, they still wanted to have some time outside just to ride their bikes and have a good time. And Lisa needed a few minutes of just quiet in the house. Okay, what did you want to ask me, Lauren?
What would you do if all of a sudden today I forgot completely how to balance and everything with a bike?
I'd say that's really weird because, you know, when I got on your bike the other day and rode around the street, you know, I probably hadn't gotten on a bike in like, gosh, I don't know, maybe 20 years or something.
Yeah, but what would you say to me?
I'd say that's really unusual to forget how to ride a bike.
Would you say, why don't you walk on coasting down?
Yeah, you'd figure it out again real quick. So a couple of days ago, there were some comments back and forth about the solar eclipse that's happening later on in the year. I happened to come across some really dark film. I guess it's like window tint or something. I don't know. It was in a trash pile. I think it's dark enough to be able to like actually look at the sun with a camera or the telescope. I don't know. I'm gonna have to play with it some and see what I can come up with. So this is just with the film held up looking at the sun. So obviously it doesn't overpower the camera. I wonder if you could see anything with a couple of layers. That's the wrong way, buddy.
I pushed Dad.
You can push me? I don't think I fit on there, little guy.
You big?
I'm too big. Go faster? Can you go faster, buddy? Keep pushing those pedals. So it is very evident that all the kids are very tired from their day. They're having fun outside, but they're a little bit slower than they normally are. Also, it's kind of hot out here. Not the hottest it's gonna get, but you know, enough that we're not used to it right now. Is that a good drink, Luke?
So I had to take a kid-free moment in the house for a bit, but I'm better now, so we can walk.
I had sunglasses. Now I don't. No. Wow, I can't even see the camera viewfinder. Man. It's days like this that you really appreciate having leftovers in the fridge.
That's why we 100% cook for leftovers. Every other day, I want leftovers for dinner.
Yes.
I don't care if people think that's lazy. To me, it makes sense.
Luke, does your cup still have eyes on it? You did? Luke, look at me. Luke, can you see the future? I think Lisa had a pretty long afternoon. It was kind of busy. But thanks to the awesome leftovers of the food she cooked yesterday, I'm just microwaving some stuff. We're about to sit down and eat. I'm a little surprised at how busy Luke still is, because I know he was up in the mix of it all day long. But he's been in here helping me cook, which basically means he's been asking for food constantly as I cut things up and put things on plates. How does that boy stay hungry all the time? So after a wonderful dinner of leftovers, my favorite meal, the next problem presents itself. We discovered this afternoon while fixing lunch that our ice maker has stopped working. A couple of days ago, we noticed it was jammed up and there was ice like sticking out the top of the little dispensary thing, and I was able to break it off and get it working. But it looks like something else is going on, and I don't know what that is yet. There's no ice in there. Well, I mean, there is, but it's, you know, frozen solid. Because the dispenser's broken, and I just haven't ever fixed that either because you can open the door. But to investigate a little further, so it's a little hard to see, but it looks like there is ice frozen up in here somehow. Oh, and just on a further note, I am banishing Lisa from doing anything for the rest of the day. She had a very, very busy day watching 5 kids by herself all day with no breaks. They had a great time, but I mean, even the kids are completely pooped right now. It is unusually quiet in the house. It's kind of eerie.
I actually fell asleep, like in the middle of something.
I think you were watching a vlog or something, and it just kept playing.
I have not been this tired in a long time. I didn't sleep good last night, and then we had the kids from 8:30 until right at 5.
4:30, 5 o'clock, yeah.
It was closer to 5. So, and I don't mind it at all.
Yeah, it's fun.
I'm exhausted because they're boys, so boys are active. You see Luke, it was like him times 10 with the 3 boys and everybody. And I'm just like, please stop. You know, there are multiple times I'm like, don't touch anything. Just everybody go here and sit down, and we're watching TV for 10 minutes. I just had to because...
And the floor mat for the back door is still outside because we have dogs, and the kids are outside, and people came in. I'll let you connect the dots.
Yeah.
So back to my freezer conundrum. I noticed the other day this little trail of ice on the top pan, which obviously started right there and ran to the back corner. Now, we just recently pulled some baggies of ice that we had put in there during the hurricane last year, just so we'd have some extra ice in there. And so I assumed, you know, maybe when we washed the pan off, we didn't get all the water off and it dried and made a little tray like that. I'm starting to wonder if something's going on with the actual ice maker mechanism now, and that was where it was leaking and not freezing fast enough. So this is the dedicated indoor tool bag Lisa got these, and these are only to be used on things that are mostly clean. Yep, definitely needs to thaw out. Man, that plug is hard to get. Probably would have been a lot easier if I had just done this to begin with. There's videos for everything, and that's awesome. They're gonna make this look so easy, aren't they? Why won't mine do that? I've been sitting here watching this video to see what the trick is to unplug that thing. Apparently, it's just be stronger. I'm gonna go find some gloves. It shouldn't be this hard. How much you want to bet that little tab there was added after they made the video? I've been doing this for a long time. I just wasn't looking at it close enough. But yeah, anyway, frozen solid. Whole way through. Why is that dripping down there? So the way I see it, there's a couple of possibilities. Either I need to replace my ice maker, which I don't really want to do, or Luke could have been opening the fridge door and not shutting it all the way, which is also a possibility. I guess we'll have to thaw it out, put it in, see if it does it again. I know a lot of people have trouble with ice makers, and there's lots of ways that they can mess up. This is the first time we've ever had a problem with this ice maker, and this fridge is getting up there. That was a couple of years ago. Alright, so most of this has melted out now. Let's see if that last bit will come out, and it's clear of ice. So I'm gonna let that dry out all the way before I put it back in there, because there's a chance it was just ice in the first place that jammed the whole thing up. I don't know, I've never had to troubleshoot anything like this before, so I guess at this point it's just gonna be trial and error. So the kids are having a Roblox evening. So yeah, after they've had a pretty busy afternoon and evening, we're just kind of all chilling out. Everybody's settled down now, the house is finally quiet, and my ice maker has finally melted all the way out and dried all the way out. Pretty sure there is no water left anywhere in that. And I guess tomorrow we'll see if it's made a bunch of ice or if it's frozen up again. I'm hoping it just needed to be cleaned out like this, but I just don't know. So we'll see what happens. I think that might have cleared up the problem with the ice maker. It's been running for a couple of hours now and still seems to be doing just fine. So hopefully that's it and it'll just keep going like nothing ever happened. It would certainly be nice if I didn't have to buy anything. Well, today's shout out of the day goes to Fun Time. They say, I always go to the library and get 3 books for me and get 15 books for my little brother. He loves reading with me. I have lots of books. I have 3 bookshelves full up to the brim, and I have piles of books on the floor. Thanks, Fun Time. Yeah, I think we would have just as many books if we had the space to put them in. When I was a kid, I actually had a friend whose dad had basically a library in their house. Floor-to-ceiling bookshelves lined every single walls and in the middle, both sides. I always thought that was really cool. So today's question of the day is, what have you learned today? Did you learn something new? Or did you remember something you had learned before and forgot? Tell us about something interesting that you've heard today. Oh, one more thing. These are questions that we're not going to answer. We want to hear from y'all. We talk about ourselves all day long, but we want to know more about you. Well guys, we hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you did, please leave us a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed, be sure to hit that button. Thanks for joining us today. Good night.
Thank you.